Hey guys, welcome. I'm Natalia Schneimler, and I help boy moms have a better relationships with their sons and themselves by teaching them the tools to manage their own mind so that when life happens, they can handle anything that comes up. So, I just went on an hour-long bike ride, got my heart rate up. I feel so great, pumped up, and I just had this conversation with a client come in my head, and I thought I need to share it with you guys because I think it's such a thought that occurs in everyone's head. So I think that it's kind of like universal thought, universal feeling that we all have, that my goal here is to bring awareness to it for you so that then you can know what to do with it and you are not stuck resenting, okay? So the situation here is the client that I coached, she has a 6-year-old son, and so this is more for parents of little kids because that's when we are really stuck in really being like hands-on parenting where our attention is needed a lot all the time. Or even, if you so the thought for my client that she was having and the kind of like not the problem, but what she was struggling with was she said, it's really hard to parent when I'm tired. And because I asked her why, and it was so hard for her to parent when she started because she's thinking, I can't do it, right? When you're at the end of the day, you've done all the things, and now you still have to parent your little guy, and all you want to do is just lie down, have a cold little bubbly, and watch a show, right? You can't. You have to entertain your little kid, or feed him, or bathe him, or put him to bed. And so when you think, I can't do it, how do you feel? I know for sure when I felt that, I felt frustrated, angry, and resentful. Resentful that, oh my gosh, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. Why, I can't do it. How am I? And when I thought I can't do it, you feel stuck as well. You're not really making the situation better for yourself. You're just kind of wallowing in self-pity and are not, maybe you're doing the parenting, but you're full of resentment, and maybe you're even snapping at your child, right? This is where fights come up. So what I told her is, and also this is what I do with myself, is I straighten up the truth. And I said, let's just be honest here and let's say what's actually true. What's actually true is that you can do it because you are doing it, and you do it, and you will do it. But the truth is that you just don't want to. Okay, how does it feel to admit to yourself, I don't want to do this right now, right? How does it feel? To me, it feels extremely relieving, empowering to be okay with it and just say, I don't want to do this, and just give myself long enough to sit in that I don't want to. And the sentence, then you can add to that sentence, and I can't do it. I don't want to, but I can do it, right? So that's the actual truth. It's not true that you can't do it, right? I mean, telling yourself you can't do it doesn't create anything helpful for you in that moment, in that situation. So if you sit on the couch for 1 minute and tell yourself, I'm tired, I don't want to be doing this, but I can do it, then how do you feel then? What I would guess you feel maybe a relief, right? A relief that you are heard. You hear yourself and you acknowledge that, yes, you're tired. Yeah, I hear you. I'm tired. I had a long day. I've done all the things. I want a break. I understand that you don't want to parent, right? Just acknowledging that to yourself will feel amazing because you are there for yourself, right? So just doing that will feel great. And then you already know your choice because you're a mom, right? You are showing up for your kid. Of course, you're going to do it. But now you can do it with an honest, clean slate, being honest with yourself, right? I am going to do it. I don't want to do it. And this is what's happening. I will do it. And then what I also suggest for you was what I suggested for my client is asking a great question. Like, how can I take care of myself and my child right now when I'm tired? Now that's a very useful question when you're tired, because as a mom, it's either or when with little kids, right? It's either or. Either I can take care of myself or I can take care of my kids. But that's not actually true. Even with tiny, tiny kids, you can always find an answer that works for you when you ask that question. And it doesn't have to be either or. You don't have to choose, right? And then we come up against the standards that you have. You might not want to put your child on the screen if they're little, right? But that is your choice. You have to own that choice, right? You might not want to get a babysitter. You might not want to ask for help. You might not want to give him any new toys, right? But those are still choices that you have access to use as your aid for supporting yourself, right? Because there's so many. I remember when I had little kids, I used to take a lot of baths with them, and because I was tired and it was relaxing, and my child was not eating junk food, my child was not watching the screen, right? So I'm not saying there are many options, but there definitely are options, and those were great for relaxing for me, and my child was entertained. And now that I have 4 kids and I've gotten a little more chilled out, I feel like I'm trying to kind of expand my comfort zone. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with letting them watch extra show, with letting them, just basically watch extra shows and do something that they don't normally do, right? So. But that is always, to me, I do that if I need that for me, I need a break. And because I have 4 kids, right, we need breaks regularly every day, especially on weekends. So that is always an option for you to ask yourself that question. How can I take care of myself and, remember, very important, and my child? What does my child need now, my kids need now, and what do I need? Because sometimes the answers, there's so many options, but then first of all, you're not resentful towards everyone around you. You're not angry. You're not frustrated. And you are more at peace. You know where you are. It's not like, oh, I should be enjoying this moment and I'm tired and I have to do this and there's something wrong with me for not wanting to do this. No, you are in the truth of, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm tired, but I will do it. Then from that clean slate, you move on to troubleshooting, to making a plan, to deciding, right? And don't stay in the indecision, just decide. Okay, I'm ordering in and we're watching a movie because I'm tired. And I do recommend, I almost should make a whole podcast on this, on making a strategic list of things that you have that you will do when you're tired, right? Having a list of go-tos that you have, like movie night, bath time, calling grandma, snack time, or pulling out a bunch of crafts that you know that they will be busy with, or pulling out a new Lego that you have stashed, right? If you buy a new Legos that you know they love, or whatever girls' equivalent is, then that's your list. And I'm sure you already have a couple of those that you do. And now it's just more conscious, on purpose, strategic decisions to take care of yourself when you're tired. So I thought I would share with you because I think the thought, I can't do this, it's so widespread, and it's like a little dust that we don't notice that's there everywhere, but it's very disempowering. It keeps us resentful, keeps us angry, keeps us not making decisions, not taking control of our life. So when we do this, when we take control and say, I am doing this even though I don't want to, you will feel at peace, you will feel in control of your life, and you feel like you can do anything. If you can parent tired, what else can't you do? You can run a half marathon, you can win a tournament, you can get up at 5 a.m, you can write a book, anything, right? So hope this is helpful to you. You definitely can do it. You are doing it. You will do it. Do you want to? Sometimes not, and that's okay, right? So own the I don't want to. The more we listen to our own, I don't want to do this, the better we will get at comforting ourselves, our little tantrums, our little whining sessions, the better we will get at actually getting those things done without any dread or anxiety or resentment. Because the truth is, we're still grown-ups. We're still going to do those things. We just need to have the little pity party and a little whining session before we do it, because we still feel it, right? Because we still are that little child that doesn't want to do it. We've done so many things all day. All right, you get my point. Have a great week. I love you all so much. Bye.